everybody. Welcome to the Critics Corner, where today we are reviewing Vacation. Undoubtedly one of the best Woodfield episodes, but still far eclipsed by the beauty that is Zombies. One of Carson's most
Wait a minute.
fantastic,
Hey,
wonderful...
hey! Just because you have an opinion doesn't mean we care about it, okay?
I care about it.
Invalid opinion. I disagree. Hey! Sorry.
Zombies is top tier.
Oh God.
The energy here.
Welcome back, everybody. We're back. It's the Woodfield podcast, guys. Did you miss us? I hope you did.
I didn't.
Yeah, the last.
God.
Dang.
Zombies top tier.
All right, I think we're gonna end it here. The last podcast episode. If you couldn't
Dude.
tell by a few of the
The bar, the audio bar for Discord has been red this whole time.
if you couldn't tell by the previous podcast when we recorded it, we all recorded that podcast actually a week after I think the second episode. So we recorded that back in September. So I think we mentioned the I think was Chris Pratt playing Mario in that podcast. It's
Dated memes. Dated memes.
So dated. It's okay though. This one's being recorded actually the day after we uploaded the third podcast, which was just uploaded yesterday. So if this podcast comes out a year later, there is no excuse. I have no excuse for why the last podcast episode took so long. Actually, no, my phone got wiped, and I had a lot of stuff on it, and that really held me back. I want to focus on other stuff in the background, like the remaster and the front part one. Which when we recorded
just a real quick thing, kids. Don't be like Carson and have your phone wiped. Please make backups. Just whatever you do. It doesn't matter what phone you're on. This isn't an iPhone versus Android thing. Just make backups,
so
my guy.
much stuff. It's not even funny.
Please.
And that's a
I'm gonna
message
ignore
from Sammy.
Android user moment.
And user moments.
Yes.
Oh, that's horrible.
Sorry.
Apologize. Be your true self.
I should probably introduce everybody since we all glossed over everybody. Introducing our newest guest, Samuel Wilbur. Say hi, Sam.
Hello.
Oh, yes, delicious. We also have Emily, I guess.
Hello. I am representation for every single woman.
Bad
I hold my job in high esteem. Actually, Carson.
Immediately shot down. Carson, you're getting cancer.
Actually,
You're getting cancer.
Monkey laughs in the background.
It's funnier the second time around.
What do you mean second
Oh,
time?
no.
This is the
what do you
first
mean?
take.
Hold on, are you
Well,
looking
yeah,
at time,
what do you
man?
fucking time, Carson?
Do we need to be
Not like I've done that intro about...
Blink
Tom
twice if you
Cruise
need
today.
help. I know we can't see you.
What do you mean I'm not allowed in the Walmart? I mean,
Please,
yeah,
no.
Emily's here. Bad representation.
How much have you stolen from Walmart? If you're not allowed there.
I'm not
It's
allowed
more
to
like what he
vote.
did there.
That is a very accurate. That is Carson accurate. There's some lore at the Walmart of Carson's adventures, but we will not divulge into that. Anyways, we also have
Old man?
have,
What the
we have a returnee, Paul Germain. I mean, Paul. Say hi, Paul.
Bonjour, comment ça va?
Sorry, I don't speak Italian.
It's Japanese, actually, but, you know.
Cool.
Joey, is that
I
you?
don't speak Japanese. Yeah, stop it.
Nick, is that you?
No. Nick Avocado's too busy shitting on chairs right now.
Oh,
Great.
goodness.
That was a great joke. I can tell how much thought you put into it.
Thank you guys. I have the
What's the level of
Academy
your script?
laughing at me right now. Yeah,
The
season
Academy.
season one at least. Season one at least.
Level of Vacation script.
I want to create a meme template, which is just Nick Avocado holding up the chair that he shat on, and just the caption above it is just season one Woodfield.
No.
I think it'd be
Or it's
accurate for the show.
Or he's holding it up and it's the thumbnail for the Zombies episode.
Okay, I agree with that one. I agree.
I
With that.
agree. By far,
Okay.
yes.
Yeah. There
Surprised
we
Sam
go.
hasn't said anything about
No.
Sam was just silent when I said that.
Oh no.
I don't think you guys can really appreciate the art in that episode.
So the art, like, unironically, the amount of effort and
Can we
just pure
just make
passion.
zombies an inside joke?
The expressions that the zombie had,
Such as the two
Oh my
frames of
God.
Garfield's head floating up and
it
down.
was
stimulating
emotionally
feelings of
moving.
show.
It was
We can make-
emotionally
No, when-
moving.
We can make a
I
full
stopped
essay.
watching that and was a different person.
Exactly.
I
No,
never
the
said I was a
first
better
time-
person, but I was a different
first time.
person.
It was.
I've ever shed tears.
You know what? Okay, listen to Sam Wilbur's. I gotta really keep a straight face. To Sam Wilbur's credit, this is the only episode that actually has two alternate endings. There's
Exactly.
there's the YouTube ending, which is what I'd call the bad ending, and then there's the Newgrounds ending, which is the good ending. Well, technically, consequence-wise, technically Newgrounds would technically be the bad ending, but the Newgrounds is more watchable, is what I'm saying. Go follow me on Newgrounds if you haven't followed me on Newgrounds. I'm on Newgrounds, guys. You know I'm on Newgrounds.
Carson,
oh,
what's
yeah.
Newgrounds?
That is.
On
Wait, Newgrounds? Newgrounds? Wait, what's Newgrounds? That must be a
Is that
new
some
website.
underground website?
Please,
I
I-
hate all of you. For
Please,
that.
yes. Oh my
I
goodness.
make puns and I hate all of you for that.
Newgrounds must be a new website.
Let's just mute Paul forever.
Let's just ban
anyways,
him from the server. That's a good idea.
I
Geometry
forgot.
Dash
Yeah, that
music,
is
let's
a
go.
great idea. Listen. All right, I forgot. We almost forgot our two most important co-hosts. We forgot Robert Wesley Connor Jr.
How you doing this, sweetheart?
That
Okay.
was a hate
let's,
crime.
Robert, I think,
Oh, it's not wrong.
was a
Robert, I think we should keep you away from elementary schools.
Whoa! Whoa!
Come on, man. He already got banned from the preschools. You're gonna prevent him from even more.
Yeah.
Please upgrade me to middle school right now. Okay, I can't keep going.
God. He's not
Oh my
denying. No,
goodness.
we also got Sammy Sam get a sacrum. Sammy.
Yeah, I really don't want to respond to like any of that, but
Yeah.
I'm contractually obligated to. Hello, my name is indeed Sammy, similar to that of Mr. Wilbur over here, who is named Sam. I really don't
superior
like
one.
being around Carson. You cannot see me.
So
right now, but
episode
I'm
10.
glad
I
twice.
should go over
Please
synopsis
help
for
me.
episode 10.
I am begging you. I
Wait,
will
Sammy,
save my
you said you're bound.
Sammy,
You
meals
said,
are at 5, babe. Come on.
wait, you said you're bound contractually, Sammy. So you're on a contract.
Dude, I
Guys.
like the contract.
Guys,
Wait,
please don't get
does he
no
pay?
favors.
Does he pay you hourly or for like salary?
See, the thing is, like,
No, it's
He
you know what?
just
Let's call it volunteer. It's volunteer work. Let's
Yeah, the thing is, he doesn't get paid.
yeah, a little bit.
we should all talk about the synopsis of the 10th episode. Actually, you know what? I want to hand it over to Sam Wilbur. Sam, how would you like to explain the plot of episode
Just
10?
hand it on. Let's just jump right
Vacation. All right. Here, let me give my general notes. All right.
into it.
Vacation. It was
Guys,
one of
please
the
help. That wasn't a
better
joke. Legit.
episodes. Honestly, it was only behind zombies in terms of content. I'd say.
All right, let's stop there. Let's stop there. I'll pick it up from here.
Invalid. man. Completely invalid.
It's invalid.
Hold on. All right, look. It was funny.
All right, we'll let you finish.
It was funny. Look, all right. It had good music. The animation was decent. Jokes were
Mhm.
decent. Voice lines were bad, but here's the thing: they're about the level. They're about the level of every other episode in the series, so it can't get any worse from here. So that puts it at another tier. You know, of course, zombies is like in a tier of its own, but second place.
All right. Well, I think all of Sam Wilbur's comments, aside from the zombies references, I think everything else was very valid. Though I will say, this episode was honestly, in my opinion, at least the funniest episode of season 1. I'd say the only episode it would have any competition with would be maybe the 9th episode for a really crappy 21 Lump Street joke, and episode 6 is just kind of genuinely kind of funny. I like episode 6. That's Stranded, by the way, for people who don't know. Sorry.
Most beautiful pun.
Oh wow!
All right, guys.
That was hot.
Huh?
I'd agree.
Please no.
Huh? That was a little weird, Emily. Let's talk about. I'll talk about the plot synopsis of episode 10. So the episode starts out. The characters are driving from their house to the beach, except it's the beach in the town of Woodfield. So it's like 5 minutes from the house. So it's not really. So the title's not really accurate. It's like where they're just driving 5 minutes from their house, really. So it's not really a vacation. That's okay though. It's okay though. They drive. Jack commits a vehicular manslaughter. Gets pulled over by a cop. Fails to show his license. Drives away. Crashes into a wall. They wonder where Harrison is, and then they show up at the beach, and Jack falls off a surfboard. The end. Roll credits. I will say
immaculate.
it has probably one of the weakest plots of season 1. Actually, no. That title goes to another
I think
episode.
that like season 1 has the weakest plot of season 1. You know.
I would back that up.
Yeah, I agree. We don't talk about season 1 though, even though we're
I
talking
mean, you
about
read
it.
We
I
don't
need
talk
to
about season 1. Anyways, back to season 1.
But what was I gonna say? Oh shoot! And I lost my train of thought.
Dial T for train. Boy.
Oh.
Pixel
My God.
No! And you know what? This episode has a bad plot, but it makes up for it with somewhat decent jokes. I for sure on this one joke, and I cannot stand this little fact about it though. It's so sad. So the joke itself, I like the joke, but it's something that comes after it. So I made this. I'm making up a script or whatever, like in my head, like while I was taking a shower, like some random morning before school. So like 7 in the morning, I was really tired. I was thinking around my head, like, like, okay, Jack gets pulled over, and then he rolls down the window and says, "What's the problem, officer?" That was what the original line was supposed to be. But I was so tired that I just like in my haze, I said, "What's the officer problem?" And I just paused and I'm like, "Wow, I'm stupid." Then I thought like, oh, that could be a joke though. Like I'll put that in the episode, and that could be just like a funny little haha moment or whatever. And we put in the episode. 2 years later, I was watching Family Guy. Ignore the fact it was Family Guy. And they did the exact same joke.
You said family?
Yeah, Family Guy. Family Guy.
Dom Toretto family. Dom Toretto.
No, please. No, they did the same joke, and I made the episode like way after they did that Family Guy episode. So like I was just annoyed that they had already done the joke. So I was like, now somebody's gonna watch the Family Guy episode and gonna watch the Woodfield episode and say Carson stole from Family Guy. That is the worst insult imaginable. That's like the worst fate ever being compared to Family Guy. That has happened a few occasions, actually, on the show. But
I think it's bold of you to assume that anyone who watches an episode of Family Guy does not immediately unalive themselves, making it impossible to see your animation.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, every
see
time
Family Guy, I think of William Fleming.
Family Guy is.
Every time.
Neurological, to be specific.
William's a racist depiction of a British guy.
I mean, yeah, personally, every time I watch Family Guy, I just have the urge to type in comedian Carsaurus on YouTube and then watch every single episode of Woodfield.
We all relate to that. I mean, like, come on. Viewers out there, you cannot tell me when you watch Family Guy, the image of Jack Martin caressing the sky did not grace your glorious brains.
Like, Johnny the Robot is single-handedly changed the animation.
Someone ready to mingle.
Anyways, well, yeah. Also, recently, this is very interesting. This happened about a week ago. I was watching South Park, and they also did the same "What's the officer problem" joke. Except the episode came out like after my episode, and it's a more recent episode, so they stole from me. So I'm gonna sue South Park.
Die already.
I feel
can
like
be
this
your
joke
lawyer.
is something that everyone has just done in real life.
Here's a real question about the episode. Where's Harrison? Is this something that I will say?
I'm kind of wondering. I'm also wondering when I'm going to get paid for my voice acting. Because, like,
Same, bro.
Oh, well,
I
this is.
have a wife and-
Sammy, I have some
Sammy,
bad
Sammy,
news for you.
You don't get paid. Yeah, I would. Emily,
I put
bad news.
passion into my wheelchair.
It's
buddy.
exposure.
See, listen. None of the voice actors got paid in season 1. There was only one voice actor though, and Sam, you were not a part of it, so it's okay. Actually, so
You've really been
I
rejected
would
like
say
that.
there's a trend. There's a trend with the Woodfield series that ends after I want to say the 14th episode, which is the fact that main characters on the series will appear, will basically be absent for the episode. It started with the 9th episode with Harris. No, William and Johnny being absent. Then the 10th episode, Harrison's missing. The 11th episode, Johnny's missing. 12th episode, Harrison's missing again. And 13th are all present. And 14th, I think who was it? Johnny was missing again. So I don't know. It's a trend that happens, and it really just kind of gets, I guess, cemented with the 10th episode. Why Harrison wasn't there? Harrison wasn't there because I was too lazy to record with the other voice actor at the time, because I literally just wasn't that bothered. I was like, how can I write Harrison out of the episode? That's right. He's sick at home throwing up. And thus we had probably one of the grossest scenes in Woodfield. I'm sure people who had the episodes were thinking. I will say it was some crazy. Unironically, it was an actually good voice acting. It was method acting. I took a bottle of water, squatted over a toy, went.
Oh my goodness!
Took a page out of.
Thanks for the reenactment right there.
A method actor indeed.
You took a page out of Christian Bale's book.
Carson, the next Christian Bale.
The next Christian Bale.
Turn on my heater. It's getting loud. The best question to ask all of you is, what do you all think of the episode? Feel free to jump in. The floor is open.
So this is which episode is this?
Vacation. The 10th episode. Finale season.
Well, it definitely made me want to take a vacation from the Woodfield series, you know?
All right. Come on, guys.
Aside from that, I'm glad to see that our characters are finally getting a vacation from all the horrors they had to deal with. You know, Johnny's a government robot. William is a war criminal. Jack is
the struggles of a working class man.
Exactly, and Jack is
the blue collar life.
Mm-hmm.
The blue collar.
Although Johnny did spend half the episode stuffed in a trunk, just like Michael Afton was stuffed into a suit.
Yeah, which brings me to Jack, who was, in fact, the security guard from Five Nights at Freddy's 1. This is canon, actually. You can ask Mr. Cawthon, he will confirm, yes, Jack from
Mr.
Season 1.
There's definitely a game theory video on this.
If you can't tell, game theory is
just a theory.
Game theory.
I have indeed talked with Matthew Patrick. He does confirm that.
Matthew Patricia has confirmed this.
Indeed.
Expansive lore, the fanatic.
Wait, did he
Johnny was
it's the DLC.
The DLC.
Johnny was the fight of 87.
Exactly, which is actually a reference to Harrison, who is 87 years old.
Nobody's laughing right now, I guarantee.
Oh, I know nobody's laughing. It's very unfunny, but I'm still going to go with it. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm passing it off to Robert. What did you think of the episode? Or did you already go and I just wasn't paying attention?
No, Sam, you the first one. Yeah, Robert.
You were in
Man, you put me on the spot.
What did you think of Vacation?
Dang, now you put me on the spot, Sammy. Golly.
Yeah, I hit the spot.
Shut up, Carson. Oh my God.
Well,
Carson, that wasn't very Woodfield appropriate.
I'm censoring that. It's okay.
Keep it in.
Alright. Well.
Very insightful, Robert. Thank you.
Yeah. Good stuff right here.
Yeah, so it's
It happened.
Yeah, it did.
Emily, what do you think of the
Thanks for the microphone here, Carson.
We're all sharing a microphone.
It's really hard to follow after those two great commentaries. It's going to be really hard to really.
Freddie Fazbear had a microphone as well.
Oh,
anyways, yeah,
okay.
Emily, continue.
Yeah, so I don't know how I'm going to live up to the legacy of the people who have spoken before me.
Don't worry, you won't.
Group.
But I do have. Here's the thing. Here's one thing. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Did the cop have proof that he killed two people?
Well, I think if the
Was his body cam on?
Oh my goodness.
They did not
Or
have
did
body
he, did he have
cam.
a, was he
It was
pregnant?
Exactly. My
1960s.
point is, okay? My point is, this is my thesis to my research paper.
Yeah.
Jack never killed anyone. What proof do you have?
You know what? Going off this, in canon, this episode makes you want to believe that Jack is responsible for the deaths of 3 different people. So,
And I'm simply claiming it's not true. My client has never done anything wrong.
your client, Jack Martin.
Oh, I'm sorry I did not make this clear. I am his lawyer.
This is the biggest plot twist of 2018.
No, okay. Well, listen, I'm the lawyer against it. No, but think about it. So Jack hits John Rogers, which would later be revealed to be Jack's boss in season 2. He goes and explodes. Of course, in the self-contained episode, you were probably led to believe he probably died in an explosion. I mean, I don't know. The explosions just kind of have that power over human beings. And then in a flashback later on the episode, it's revealed that Jack participated in a hit and run, ran over 2 people. So Jack is not a convicted, but as Emily, I know Emily begs to differ, but Jack Martin is responsible for the deaths for at least 3 people in this episode.
How do
Maybe
you know
more.
they don't just explode like that on their own? Like JFK's head.
Okay, wow. We're getting that.
I don't
Emily, that was too soon. Too soon.
Too soon, for sure.
Goodness.
Not be making jokes about such a subject.
You can't lie. The delivery was really
Like,
nice.
Hey, the truth waits for no man, Carson. Huh?
Us.
JFK was a creeper confirmed.
No.
Paul, what were your thoughts?
well,
What are your thoughts about the
Was
template?
it a week and a half?
Oh my God.
well, I don't know if you even noticed this, Carson, but the car. Maybe you did this on purpose. I'm not sure, but the car, so like on the front side of the car, the license plate was A113.
I did do that on purpose. I know that.
Okay, yeah. I was wondering. I just noticed that. I don't know if that was a little like Easter egg. And then wait, why was the other side 1971?
Oh wait. Was that? Well, no. There were 3 different cars. I don't know which one had the license plate in 1971. I know the one that the characters drive in universe. The license plate on the Chevy Bel Air should be A113. The one that had 1971. I don't know which car that was. I don't remember which car that was. I don't know if it was the Corvette or the other car. I don't remember what car the other one was.
Is there a meaning behind 1971 though? Is there a Woodfield iceberg lore here, or?
Actually, yeah, but that would because we were at that. Actually, yeah, there actually is. At that time in the show, we were experimenting or actually more accurately, there was no we. It was just me because I was a one-man show at the time. I was experimenting when I wanted the show to take place. Yeah, lonely. I was experimenting when I wanted to have the show to take place, and I was deciding between the year between the 60s and the early 70s, which is why 1971 appeared. Like the original version of like episodes. The original intent was the episodes, I believe, 10 through 12 were supposed to originally take place in 1971. Of course, it's been retconned now. Those episodes are supposed to take place in, I believe, either 1966 or 1967. Something like that, I believe. But yeah, I don't know. Just that's an interesting thing. I forget about that. Yeah, good catch, I guess.
Yeah.
One last thing is I'm gonna make a bold statement. I'm actually half these people might agree with me, half people might disagree with me. I guess in this call is I think episode 10 is probably the second best episode of the series. Like
Agreed.
I would say. Oh, we're not gonna ask what Sam Wilbur's first favorite, actually.
No, we're not. We're not doing this again.
There was the debate I had with one of my friends a few years ago of like if episode 10 was the best of season 1, and we ultimately came to the conclusion that episode 9 was. That's my opinion, though. The reason why is because episode 9 just does so much which is why episode 9 is my favorite from season 1, because it just adds so much to the world building. It brings new buildings, brings back old characters that had previously only like been one-off characters, which sort of cemented them as like, you know, town members, I guess. And I did a lot of world building. Also, it was the first episode ever to be a spotlight episode on another character that wasn't Jack or just the group as a whole, which as episode 9 was a spotlight on Harrison. So, of course, Harrison was grossly out of character in that episode, but it was before Harrison had a character, so that's fine. Anyways, I think that's all we have to talk about with the 10th episode. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back after these messages.
We've all heard the phrase, life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. But I'll do you one better. Life is like a game of sorry. You have a goal you want to reach, but you always get stuck because of someone else. Then you spend the rest of your time trying to screw them over, like they screwed you. Wait, that sounds wrong. Can I do that again?
Yeah, no, we're out of film. And we're back. I hope you enjoyed that little promo that we whipped up.
Better have enjoyed it.
Yeah, you better have enjoyed it. I know, right? It took me, I don't know how long it took me. We haven't, while we're recording this, I haven't finished it yet.
It took me a while too. I didn't do anything, but it took me a while.
Yes.
He spent the money on the promo that he could have used to pay us for this podcast, but instead he used it for a shameless plug. So
yeah, you guys don't. You guys think I'd pay you? Good one. Anyways, well, now that we're done reviewing the season 1 finale, I think now would be time to review season 1 in general.
Twice already.
Season 1 was a great season. I think it is better than season 2 and season 3 combined. Don't ask me.
It's a masterpiece.
yeah, it's
okay.
a
On the real
classic.
though, I'd say season 1, the best way to describe season 1 is season 1 is the foundation of the series. Like, it really doesn't, it's the really rough outline of what everything eventually becomes, but it's minus pretty much all the good stuff. Like, I'd say season 2 is pretty much where Woodfield becomes Woodfield, really. But season 1 is the foundation that, you know, season 2 pretty much builds upon, and then season 3 pretty much establishes from that point onwards. But yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think of season 1?
I mean, okay. So I kind of have two opinions on this. One is relative to, you know, its time, and the other is relative to everything else. I'm sure that latter is the latter one is much more predictable, but I mean, relative to its time, it was all right. I definitely think that, I guess, the voice acting could have done, you know, could have had a little more effort put into it, because I remember you've said it was a lot of improv.
It was like, improv. A lot of, I would say, like, some of the worst lines of season 1, and this goes into season 2 as well. Like, we did the improv like crap all the way up until I think the 16th. I think the 16th episode was the last time we did. Actually, no, I think we even got. Actually, I think it went as far as the 17th episode. Actually, we stopped doing improv after the 17th, I believe. Mm-hmm. I'm not sure if we did in the 18th episode. I'm pretty sure.
Sorry. Basically, yeah, improv just doesn't work for, I guess,
it does
this
not.
type of this type of entertainment, I should say, because like, but it works well for, you know, Rick and Morty, and that comes with a script, and we're not Rick and Morty. We're not near that level.
Yeah, we're not. We're not.
Not quite.
Not yet.
I think maybe now, maybe like improv might be like something I might be able to like throw my head into the ring now with, because I might be like a little bit more better of like thinking on the fly or whatever.
I don't even know what that voice was supposed to be.
Yeah.
Let him have fun, you know?
It was Linkara.
He's exploring himself. Like, he's exploring what he wants to be. And that includes sometimes doing voices that are questionable.
It was beautiful.
Some over like season 1. Listen, all I gotta say is it's hard to judge season 1 though, because you have the rest of the series that comes after this. Like season 1, I feel like the one nice thing about season 1 feels all very the same, I guess. Like, I think if you watch like the 3rd episode, which is okay, the 3rd episode is called Off the Rails or Dial T for Training, depending on if you're watching on Newgrounds or YouTube. But I'd say that's the first real Woodfield episode, which is why we didn't review the first 2 episodes, because those aren't canon and they're like a whole mess on its own. I'd say if you look at the 3rd episode, which is the first real Woodfield episode, really, and then look at the 10th episode, you can still tell it's the same show, and you can still tell it's still got the same tone and everything. It's just it is a lot more improved upon by the end of the season. But the bottom line is season 1 has feels very the same with tone wise and everything. But I'd say if you watch the season 2 pilot, I mean not season 2 pilot, I mean the season 2 opener, and then watch the season 2 finale, those are 2 different shows. They are 2 different shows. And then I don't know, because the show really does a lot of changing during season 2. But yeah, it is hard to judge season 1 just knowing what comes after it, I guess. But I guess the best way to judge season 1 is just not to know what comes after it, but just to judge season 1 on its own right. When it came out, and knowing I was between the ages of 12 and 13 when I made season 1, so I guess there's that.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Mm-hmm. What do you guys think?
Well, I mean, the animation is impeccable, to start with.
I agree.
The reuse of frames is unlike any I've ever seen in a cartoon. So,
Pioneer.
Okay. I mean, in all seriousness, also, Johnny's
Disney animation.
Yeah. In all seriousness, Johnny's voice is unironically funny. Just the text to speech voice,
I do low key miss Johnny's old voice just a little bit though. I feel like the new voice is better. Alejandro's doing a great job. If Alejandro's watching this, he's doing a great job. But I don't know.
He's not though. If he's not watching this, what would you say? Is he a true fan? Does he watch the podcast?
Bruh.
Maybe have an existential midlife crisis. Good.
No, I liked how Johnny's his old voice it's just very jarring because people will just be talking. People will just be talking. Then out of nowhere, it's no, Harrison, do not do that. It's I
think if you listen to any of the characters in this film, they're all jarring. I mean, Harrison sounds like an old man. I sound like an 8-year-old. William sounds like a gay British guy. He kind of still sounds like that.
Yeah, let's be real.
No, William is the most racist depiction of a British guy. I would love to hear if Jake's watching this, I'd love to hear Jake's thoughts on
changed. That racism
I know
has not changed.
It has not changed. William is the most racist depiction of a British guy there could ever be. Actually, no, it could be worse. Actually, to be honest. Speaking of characters,
but
Johnny's season 1 catchphrase. I just want to quickly mention this. Johnny's season 1 catchphrase. I don't know if this. I'm sure this would have came a season 2 catchphrase if I kept it up and remembered it, but I forgot about it. It kind of just feels like a very time capsule of what Johnny used to be, which was his old catchphrase was "stupid humans." I would have slapped that on a T-shirt back during season 1.
Yeah, just you were saying, I agree. How the show is kind of season 1 is just a rough draft of what the show turns into. I totally agree with that.
And it serves its purpose well, not amazingly, but well.
It exists.
Yeah, I couldn't have done better. But what is ever?
I'm a top tier animator. I'm actually part of the people that created. What's the show's name? I don't remember the show's name, but I'm part of the team.
Wait, did you make the Mario Maker level Bowser's Big Bean Burrito?
Can we not bring in dead jokes, please?
He actually had his artistic skill passed down to him by the Bob Ross. Speaking of dead jokes.
The Bob.
Hey!
Speaking of dead jokes.
See, I feel like you're not doing a good representation of all women here.
Am I supposed to?
Emily,
what should I change to be
Emily,
better?
all of you made is messed up jokes throughout this entire podcast. I don't think the female gender would appreciate your comments of representation.
Okay, hold up. I have to. I'm gonna be more in character. I don't have my full driver's license.
A valuable piece of knowledge.
Yeah, I think that's the most in character. I think that's the best representation I could give.
Well done.
Wow. No, we're gonna talk about. We made tier list. We all made tier lists of season 1
There were many
and how we
tears.
all thought about them. Oh yeah, there were many tears shed by season 1, especially Sam. But Sam had all the wrong reasons for shedding tears. No. Sam,
We'll see.
Sam, we'll get to you. We'll get to you. Who wants to go first?
Say
We
it.
must save Sam for last.
Okay, I will go first.
Yeah, Paul, you can go first.
I will go first.
Thank
So number 1 or A on the A tier list, I had new car. I think that's probably the best developed episode in season 1.
Yeah, honestly.
Then for B, I had camping trip, and no, I had camping trip and stranded. Just I think the sound effects in those 2 episodes were just top tier, personally.
Silence you.
Top tier. And then I had vacation and was stranded part 2. In C tier, I had vacation.
I'm gonna take a vacation from this podcast.
It just went dead. I was so confused for a second.
Sorry, guys. What? And then D is sinking feeling. Paul, any comments on sinking feeling? Just real fast.
Well, you see, there's this one scene.
My favorite in the series.
There's this one scene where Jack is underwater, and he thinks about it, he's like, well, how can I get out of the water? And then he goes on for about 40 seconds of
40 seconds. We counted 40 seconds.
Actually,
40.
It was 45 seconds.
Well, 45 seconds.
Go represent,
contemplating. And then on F tier, I have train. I have the train episode
and zombies. It's just exactly where they should be. Zombies and off the rails should absolutely be an F tier.
We'll see.
Oh no.
No, Sam, you're the end. You're the last one. You're the last one going.
Yes, Sam.
Just save your opinion.
Gosh, little
I respect
baby,
it. I respect it.
don't say a word. Mama's gonna buy you a cocking bird. Anyways, we'll go through mine right now. Actually, I have new car and vacation at top. Vacation is the funniest episode of the series, and I mentioned earlier, I think episode 9 is the most developed episode, as it does a lot for the series. B tier is Stranded. I think Stranded's pretty funny. Camping Trips, B tier. I would have put Camping Trip A tier if it wasn't for the horrible voice acting. What the? Robert's tweaking the background.
Monkey.
You're
Yo, what
actually
is
killing me with all your noise in the background?
JFK you. That is the second JFK joke we've made. That is not okay.
I don't think
It's better than
it's okay either.
Is this video gonna get monetized?
Looks like Vegas. Looks like Vegas. Anyways, the dramatic conclusion is C tier. It exists. Yeah. D tier is sinking feeling for all the same reasons as Paul said earlier. And F tier is zombies and off the rails. We do not talk about those 2 ones. I'll hand the mic over to Emily. What would you like to say?
All right. I have some thoughts.
Oh no.
Not the kind of thoughts you'd like to have.
Never touched a woman in my life.
We know, person. All right. Starting off with A tier, I got new car. Exclusively for 2 lines in it, one of which is, "Oh baby, I hit the jackpot." I just like it. I think it was engaging. B tier, we got Stranded and Vacation. We got the beach scene going on. Stranded, I actually liked part of the animation where they found out they were being filmed with security cameras. I like the panning between the cameras and everything. For a more truthful thing.
Yeah,
Vacation. I've already said my thoughts on Vacation. Jack did nothing wrong.
Yeah, sure.
Moving on. Moving
Well, yeah,
moving on.
It's debatable.
Moving on
Jack is
to
a murderer.
C tier. Thank you. Moving on to C tier. We got traumatic conclusion and camping trip. Why Smokey the Bear kind of hot though?
Huh?
Pause.
Hey.
Pause.
I could not put zombies in F tier because
Wow.
almost exclusively
What a
because of the
shocker.
scene where it is just a dead end hallway with Garfield at the
I
end.
love
of it.
how the stupid dead end hallway is a plus for you.
It is incredible.
complete opposite
It is
from
the
Ghost
same.
House.
It is the same emotional.
Jesus.
Like it moves me emotionally the same as like that hallway in Scooby Doo where they're all running across the hallway from the bad guys. You know, it really, it really, it keeps me
It
going.
was in depth.
Moving on.
Democrats.
And last is
Yeah.
F tier. T for train. Thank you for thank you for listening. I don't need to elaborate.
No comment. Mr. Wesley Connor, would you like to interject on your episodes?
I don't need my information being put out there, Carson Witz.
Well, my information is already out there. I'm pretty sure I've been doxxed a couple times already. No, I'm just kidding. Yet.
Nah, do it.
Yeah, we can do it. Like we can make that happen.
We will
I really should.
No, please don't make it happen. Robert, I would love to hear your opinion.
So, my first one. Wow, that sounded so southerner. Oh my goodness.
What do you have against that?
Yeah.
Hey,
Shut up.
Rob. Yeah, Rob.
Woodfield is in the south.
Rob.
Sammy, just rip ass really quick.
Can you retract the mic out of your throat, dude? Out of your
So bass boosted.
Yeah, what is your mic right now?
It's because I get so close to it. So when I'm right here, it's fine.
bleeding.
But as soon as I get right here, it's loud.
You sound like Joey's the world right now.
So beautiful. Podcasts like that.
So bad. You gotta take the mic out of your esophagus.
Oh my goodness. But yeah, all right. So, I think so. For my A tier would be new car, just because there was one specific joke for some reason that made me laugh really hard. And when we were watching it earlier, I just started laughing out of nowhere, and they were confused. But it was literally when he goes, he's talking to the fat dude sleeping. It's the guy on the radio, and he just goes, something, and then 21 lump something. Hold on, I put it down. Hold on, I put it down because it's
21 Lump 21
Yeah.
Lump Street. 21
Yeah.
Lump Street.
I don't know why, but it made me laugh so hard, and it didn't make sense.
Yeah, it was very fun with Robert, like just dying laughing in a watch party like a couple hours ago.
Literally, I'm just
This might be a
laughing.
sign of some deep rooted issues.
Listen, I mentioned this on the previous
Don't
podcast,
talk
but every time
this
somebody
movie.
mentions season one, it is always one of three things. It's always just something about the zombies episode, the unbelievably unfunny, like long, like just still frame shots that we'd have in like episodes 4 or 5. The shot where like they're jumping the gorge in or the ravine in the 8th episode, the train crash in the 3rd episode, or 21 Lump Street. I don't even remember where I got that joke from. It's such a random place. A randomly funny joke from season 1. I think it's still funny.
Season
Yes.
one's a collection of unfunny jokes with the occasional.
Yeah, there's just season 1's just all unfunny with just the smallest gem. Listen, just watch season 1 just for that one gem. The possibility of like a funny joke to crop up somewhere.
You watch the whole season for a
Woodfield's
single
still unfunny,
single
though.
episode.
Oh yeah, Rob, continue though.
So yeah, and then I put camping at B tier just because that really was more entertaining for me for some reason.
Yeah.
It sounds wrong, that opinion. It simply sounds incorrect, really.
Okay, that sounds like a very objective, well thought out opinion.
Sass over here.
True critic of Critics Corner over here. His future has been laid out in front of him.
We can't go back to the cackling, please.
God.
It's too late for me. Oh my goodness.
I am
It's one.
breath of fresh air upon the
It is
Critics
not
Corner.
that late. It is 1 in the morning.
Well, I know, but like I
They're all weak sauce. Just
the
wake up,
bed that late.
losers. You're all pussies. Just kidding. I'm gonna censor that out.
Talk to me.
The honor
Keep
of
going.
pardon.
Okay. My C tier is probably the biggest. So it would be Vacation for me, just because originally it was originally a B tier until I realized obviously I got two mixed up, which I think
Yeah,
is
your
in
tier
the
list
first.
is shaped in the is made in the shape of a.
You could have
Look
just
at it.
left it silent.
I probably should have.
Silence.
Okay,
Whatever.
okay, so keep going. Let's interrupt.
Okay, well, just to get it over because I'm taking really long. Those were funny episodes. The one update I do have, and I didn't realize till now, Rails is going to be a detail. Wow.
I was surprised that you put it on C tier.
I can't English. Yeah, that's a D tier. It's just,
I agree.
and then it ends off with, damn it, what's the yellow one?
Oh yeah, sinking feeling.
Portion.
Sinking Failing. That one I got pissed off. It would have been an F tier if it was longer and I got pissed off. Like when like when he was in the water and just thinking to himself. Don't give me
Yeah,
We don't have
like yeah. So that's why it's in D tier. Zombies we don't even need to talk about. It is Sam,
Wesley.
don't say anything. Emily, don't say anything. Thank you.
Crack the mic out of your.
Rob, I love you. You're the best part.
Yeah. Okay, Sammy, just
Up to
your tier list, I guess, right?
Yeah, I mean, my tier list. I'll just be brief with it.
my tier list.
Yeah, my tier. Listen, all you guys,
quirky Southern accent.
all you guys need to know. Let me do this in Southerner. Now, listen here.
Oh my god.
You cannot do this and then make fun of me for saying y'all.
I can, I will, and I have, and I will continue to do so. Now, y'all already know, for me, I gotta say,
My goodness.
the Zombies episode just wasn't really doing it for me, man. I really think that Zombies just, they don't really fit in the 90s, you know? So I'll have to give it an F.
I know nothing
Big
about
old
that.
fat F here, you feel me?
All right.
Not to say
goodbye, Southern.
And,
no more,
all
no
right,
more out of
fine.
you. All right, and we
Listen, okay, fine. F tier, Zombies. S tier, Vacation. Everything else doesn't matter. No one even cares about that anyways.
Yep. All right, Sam Wilbur. Now,
All right,
I'm delighted to
so
hear Sam's opinions
Oh,
on
boy.
the just A tier, honestly.
so
Can't wait to get back to
most of my
Minecraft,
list.
man.
Save the best for last, Sam. That's all I gotta say.
All right, so most of my list is pretty generic, but I know they've been clowning on me because I have one standout feature, and let me see if I can find my
creature
notes. Oh yes,
feature.
all right.
Oh, Jesus.
So Zombies was a beautifully nonsensical and
Oh,
lacking
bless your
the
heart.
integral
Bless your
construction
heart.
necessary to evoke any form of emotion other than laughter, especially when presented with a full 10 seconds of Garfield's purposeless groans, which composed roughly 1/20th of the entire short's runtime, not including the intro. In fact, I'd estimate a third of the episode's runtime is composed of incomprehensible shots and unintelligible moans.
You do
On
realize
top
we
of
don't
the
have
above,
smart people watching this all the time, right?
low-level humor, like brains equals lasagna, is indeed a brilliant and deeply rooted satire of other more famous animated children's shows with similar scripts. You see, to TLDR, I guess, Zombies is both ironically and unironically a masterpiece. It is far and away.
Can you guys tell? Can you guys tell who the art
Woodfield.
major is?
Yeah.
The best Woodfield episode. For the record, I do not look at pages of dots and say that it's art. However, I do say that Zombies is a masterpiece. Thank you very much for listening to my TED Talk.
Thank you, Sam.
Yeah.
I wholeheartedly, Sam, I
missed a
hate you
couple
with
minutes
every
ago.
fiber of my body.
Look, zombies.
No,
I
can
could
we
go on
please?
for
No,
days.
no, no. We
Zombies
don't want.
is
I
a
don't want to go on
great
for days.
social commentary on capitalism. I shall say no more.
Actually, you
Shut up.
probably could find a decent representation for capitalism in zombies.
We already talked about the blue collar workers, guys.
Oh wait.
See-
Oh, I did say that.
See, Garfield is like communism, okay? He's infectious. Everybody's the same,
Wow,
you know.
this is getting political.
Communists are like
Carson, you're gonna get canceled in
zombies.
5 seconds.
I'm gonna get canceled.
Carson's gonna get
bitch.
canceled by saying it's a commentary on capitalism and then describing communism in his joke.
Wait, Sam.
I feel like
Is
that's-
is Parasite a better critique class than zombies?
Oh, you see, well, here's the thing. Parasite is undoubtedly a beautiful movie.
Indubitably,
And I-
you could say.
Indubitably, right?
Please.
Don't get me wrong. I thoroughly enjoy Parasite, but there was another beautiful episode that came before the conception of Parasite. A mind greater than Bong Joon-ho's, and that is Carson Witz. Carson Witz, when he first began to pen zombies, you know, as we all know it today, as this beautiful, you know, the beautiful
Cult
masterful-
classic.
5 years,
Cult
5 years
classic,
in
yes.
making.
I don't like that.
No, it was several
Classic.
years in the making, I'm sure. You know, Mills.
Sam Wilbur, you're the cult behind this.
That is true. No, he's never been able to reach the same heights as he once did, and I'm sad. He's like
Yo, Carson, I'm
might-
waiting for Carl Ross to make a cameo in Woodfield, like a real cameo.
Maybe Carl Ross will return after like I think it's been 3 years since I made a comedy video now. Almost 3 years. It's been since 2019. That is very sad. You know, Sam, one last comment real fast. This might be controversial for you, Sam, but
I'm ready.
what do you think zombies, and this is a question to the audience as well. Ignore monkey mind. Do us all a favor. Just
Robert, tell me your argument now. Say it now.
He's deafened. He can no longer speak. This is a question to the audience as well. Is zombies better than Gone Girl?
Wow.
I have never even watched Gone Girl, so I'm gonna have to say yes.
Yeah, but this is Sam Wilbur's favorite film of all time.
You make a convincing argument. Actually, that I have to insert some praise for Bernie. Anyways, but look, Gone Girl, similar to Parasite, it's beautiful, but you know, zombies, it has to be the number one. You know?
Wow, there you have it, guys.
Nothing
If there's
comes about it.
one episode you should watch out of season one, forget Vacation and like the obvious other A tiers, you know, like a new car, you know, forget those two episodes. Go watch Zombies. I am actually getting dragged into Sam Wilbur's
No, don't watch zombies.
manipulation.
Zombies,
No, trust.
nightmares, months,
I feel like
years.
some
You'll be
people-
so-
Wait, Carson. Hey, Carson. I guess you could say Sam is infecting you.
Oh my gosh.
And we're ending it right there.
Yeah, you know what? This
Yeah.
is a great time to
Boys,
end.
we're done.
Great
Have a
time.
good night, everyone.
Okay,
People here are
final-
so tired and want to go
Yep.
home.
Last note:
Yeah.
don't watch Zombies. It is unironically the worst episode of season one. We're all making jokes, although sometimes they question if Sam's making jokes or not. To be honest,
Me too.
but yeah, I've been Carson before Robert starts making annoying noises. God, again. No.
And we're muting him. All right.
Ready, Fazbear, everybody. Mazel tov, everybody. Tight and don't let Robert bite.
Zombies, watch zombies.
I apologize to everyone who had to suffer through this.